would like to call the September 22nd, 2025 Board of Education meeting to order. Before we do that, I'm sorry, may I have a motion to permit Ms. Khan to attend the meeting remotely due to personal illness or disability?
So moved. Second.
Roll call?
Member Kerr?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Ms. Nolan? Ms. Schwartz?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
President Owens?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Now may I have the roll call, please?
Ms. Kerr?
Here.
Ms. Khan? Ms. Martin?
Here.
Ms. Schwartz?
Here.
Ms. Thomas? Here. President Owens?
Here. May I have a motion to move into closed session to discuss individual student disciplinary matters, pending, probable, or imminent litigation, the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees, specific individuals who serve as independent contractors in a park, recreational, or educational setting, or specific volunteers of the public, or legal counsel for the public body, the purchase or lease of real property for the use of the school board, the setting of a price for the sale or lease of real property owned by the school board, an internal audit, control weakness, identification of potential fraud risk areas, known or suspected frauds, and fraud interviews, collective negotiating matters between the school board and its employees or their representatives, or deliberations concerning salary schedules for one or more classes of employees, the review of closed session minutes, and individual student matters.
So moved. Second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Kerr?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Ms. Schwartz?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
President Owens?
Yes.
We are in closed session at 5:47 p.m.
could have everybody's attention real quick, we'll get started in just a few minutes. We're having a couple of technical delays, but we'll get started as soon as we can. All right, good evening, everyone, and thank you for bearing with us as we work through some technical issues. I am going to resume the September 26, 2025 Board of Education meeting. If I could have everybody stand as they're able for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for a moment of silence. We'd like to take a moment of silence for a U-46 employee who recently passed away. Tony Allen has been a teacher in U-46 for 25 years, spending the last 15 years teaching history and social studies at South Elgin High School. Students remember the lasting connections he created with them and how he made his lessons fun and engaging through contests, decorations, and even dressing up as his favorite president. Tony dedicated his career to inspiring and supporting students, encouraging them to grow into the best versions of themselves. Tony passed away on August 29th. He is survived by his wife Kelly and his sons Joshua and Zachary. A funeral service was held at Resurrection Catholic Church in Woodstock on September 6th. We also remember Sebastian Flores, who was a 9th grade student in the Exceptional Needs 2 program at Bartlett High School. Sebastian passed away on September 3rd. Those who knew him say that although Sebastian struggled with many medical problems during his life, he radiated happiness, joy, and love. Sebastian is survived by his parents, Freddie and Valerie, and several siblings. Services were held on September 8th at St. Joseph Catholic Church in Elgin. We will keep the families and friends of both Tony and Sebastian in our thoughts and prayers. Thank you, everyone. Okay, the first item we have on our agenda is Accent on Achievement. Dr. Johnson.
Thank you, President Owens. Our first accent on achievement this evening is the U-46 Financial Operations Department Certificate of Excellence in Financial Reporting. As part of the Board of Education's accent on achievement, the Board of Education would like to honor School District U-46's Financial Operations Department for having been awarded a Certificate of Excellence in Financial Reporting by ASBO International. Robin Corneliuson, Executive Director of Finance, and Trinette Gardner, Financial Comptroller, will accept the recognition from Board Secretary Pro Tem, Ms. Shonda Schwartz, on behalf of the district's Financial Operations Department.
Okay, I'm going to read the Certificate of Achievement. The Board of Education of School District U-46 hereby recognizes the U-46 Finance Department for being awarded a Certificate of Excellence in Financial Reporting for the fiscal year 2024 Annual Comprehensive Financial Report from the Association of School Business Officials, presented this 22nd day of September 2025, and it's signed by Board of Education President Melissa Owens and Superintendent Dr. Suzanne Johnson. Congratulations.
All right, and now while that is terribly exciting, we have a champion in the house this evening. Woohoo! So our second accent on achievement is for the Illinois Special Olympics Summer Games winner. As part of our focus on accent on achievement, the Board of Education would like to honor Nathan Scholl of Bartlett High School for finishing first place. Woo! In the 25-meter freestyle and the 25-meter backstroke during the Illinois Special Olympics Summer Games. And board member Kate Thomas is here to recognize Nathan.
Okay, are you ready? I've got the certificate for you. Yep. It says Certificate of Achievement. The Board of Education of School District U-46 hereby recognizes Nathan Scholl of Bartlett High School for earning gold in the 25-meter freestyle and the 25-meter breaststroke for the School District U-46 Blue Stars at the Illinois Special Olympics Summer Games, presented this 22nd day of September 2025, and it's signed by Mrs. Owens, the board president, and Dr. Johnson, the superintendent. Yeah. I see your coaches are here too. Woohoo. Yeah. Do you want to say something to them or to anybody?
Oh, nothing really. This is just fun and exciting. I've never been in a school board meeting like this before, and it's just such an honor to be here.
Awesome. Thank you, Nathan. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Okay, the next item on our agenda is strategic plan report. Dr. Johnson.
Thank you, President Owens. Our first strategic plan report this evening, facility planning update. Brian Lindholm, Chief of Staff, and Dr. Ann Williams, Deputy Superintendent of Operations, will present to the Board of Education an update on facility planning.
Okay. Good evening, and thank you for another opportunity to provide the Board of Education with a facilities update. Tonight's update includes several projects and really demonstrates the amount of work that is currently underway to update the facilities throughout the district. And we're going to start by providing a monthly update on the projects that are currently under construction, starting with our middle schools. Our first update for this evening is at Kimball, which continues to be our most complex project with significant renovations to the existing building, as well as a 50,000 square foot addition. After a very busy summer, we were able to complete the required work just in time for staff and students to return in August. And construction activity is now completely separate from the instructional areas. We've also had the pleasure of taking several board members out to see the progress firsthand. And as you can see here on the left, you can see part of the addition where masonry walls are rising and the scale of the new space is becoming clear. In the middle photo, we highlight one of our newly renovated specialized student service spaces. These areas are already in use and provide updated, purpose-built environments to better support students. And then on the right, you can see what will become the new secure entrance, an important upgrade that will enhance safety and improve the overall flow of the building once complete. Now on the next slide, you can see more of the Kimball addition taking shape. The photos on the left and the far right highlight the new north stairwell, a major structural feature that will improve circulation and provide greater accessibility throughout the school. In the center photo, you can see that this space is reserved for the new cafeteria and serving lines, which is moving out of the basement and up to the main level. This will create a more welcoming, light-filled space for students while improving both accessibility and the overall student experience. Looking ahead, our upcoming work will include structural steel, additional load-bearing masonry, and completing the foundation for the addition. The schedule calls for the building to be completely under roof in January, or no later than January, which will allow interior work to continue through the cold winter months. The project remains on track for completion in July 2026. Now on to Kenyon Woods. At Kenyon Woods, we've made great progress over the summer, supported by favorable weather and an active job site each day. In the upper left photo, you can see the new addition taking shape with the brickwork and windows now in place. The windows represent an important milestone, helping to fully enclose the building while also bringing abundant natural light into every classroom. Inside, you can see the stairwell construction underway in the center photo, which also includes an integrated accessibility ramp. This feature is an important part of ensuring that every student and staff member will be able to move comfortably and safely throughout the building. Masonry crews are also focused on the bathrooms, where the glazed block walls shown in the bottom right photo are being installed. These walls not only provide durability, but also add a vibrant pop of color to the interior. And on the upper right, you can see that the ductwork and insulation, which is very key, are being set in place, marking yet another critical step forward in the mechanical, electrical, and plumbing systems that will serve this building. And lastly, on the bottom left, on the roof, you can see that the new mechanical units have been delivered and staged, and with the roofing work near completion, interior progress will also continue throughout the fall and the winter. And overall, this project is running very smoothly, and we are pleased to report that we are currently tracking slightly ahead of schedule. Now let's talk about our elementary schools. We'll start with Century Oaks. We are making good progress on the planning and design for two of our elementary schools, Century Oaks Elementary in Elgin and Glenbrook Elementary in Streamwood. These schools were both built 50 years ago in the 1970s, and they have similar layouts with a media center in the middle, surrounded by connecting classrooms. And in most cases, students need to walk through one classroom to get to another. This presents safety, security, and learning challenges. In addition, the infrastructure systems in these buildings were not constructed to meet the learning and technology needs of students today. For these reasons, the Unite U-46 recommendations in late 2022 prioritized updating or replacing these buildings as part of our facilities plan. On September 9th, we shared the construction phasing plan with staff and families. The plan will include the addition of 6 mobile classrooms for the 26-27 school year to move students away from the active construction areas while the renovation is taking place. Staff were generally supportive of our plans, and Principal Fredrickson and Assistant Principal Talib have been very engaged in the process. Our teams will work through many logistical details over the next coming weeks and months, but this is a plan that removes project risks and provides a safer and more conducive learning environment for our students during construction. This project is currently out to bid with a bid opening scheduled for tomorrow. Now moving on to Glenbrook, on September 10th, we shared the construction phasing plan with staff and families. This plan is to actually move students and staff to the Hanover Countryside building for the 26-27 school year. Staff were generally supportive of our plans, and Principal Sharma has been a great partner to work with. We also met with the Hanover Countryside staff to ensure that they are aware of the plans for the building next year. Again, we will continue to work through many logistical details, but this plan provides a more conducive learning environment for the students at this school. And just last week, we had a public bid opening. That bid opening was held on September 18th, and we received nearly 100 bids across 16 different bid packages. So it was very competitive, and we are very excited to see the results of that bidding process. Later on that same day, we attended the Village of Streamwoods board meeting to request approval of a special use permit for expansion of the site, and their board and the attendees of that meeting were very excited about the project as well. At a future update, we will share a more detailed project schedule for both sites, including when we anticipate breaking ground and starting work. And with that, I will turn it over to Mr. Lindholm to provide updates on the remaining Unite U-46 projects, as well as the Larkin Stadium.
Thank you, Dr. Williams. So construction at the new middle school in Elgin is coming along very nicely. The team has taken advantage of the favorable weather and has made up a lot of ground after a late start with some of the zoning and permitting process through the city of Elgin. Here you see a picture of stairwells on the right that have begun to take shape if you've driven by the site. And then on the left, you see one of the geothermal drilling rigs. These rigs drill 500 feet into the ground and install a steel casing to create boreholes that will serve as a part of a highly efficient geothermal heating and cooling system. In total, we'll have 120 of these wells across the site. The system then uses the steady temperature of the earth to heat and cool the building, which dramatically reduces our energy consumption and supports our long-term sustainability goals. It's really an impressive process to watch, and it is an exciting step towards a greener future for our U-46 schools. Other upcoming milestones are completion of the foundation and the storm trap system with its precast concrete slabs that allow the system to detain stormwater and control and direct the discharge of this water to prevent flooding. And we will continue to see more load-bearing walls go up, along with steady progress on site utilities. So in terms of naming the school, last Friday, the 19th of September, we closed a 30-day period for receiving nominations. The slide here says we received over 200 nominations, actually ended up being over 300. So we had a big late rush of entries from students, which is always a good thing. We had lots of interesting selections, I should say. We are working to compile the results now, and then the next steps would be board policy calls for administration to hold a town hall meeting, which we're planning to hold at Hilltop Elementary on Wednesday, October 1st. So anyone who submitted nominations will get personal invitations to that. We'll also be sending word out via social media and on our website. We would then plan to bring recommendations to the Board of Education at the October 20th meeting, such that the board would be in position to vote to take action at the November 3rd, 2025 meeting. So with any luck, we will have a name for our new school here in the not so distant future. And then this slide is just to give you a preview of the wide range of nominations that we received. The U-46 community, I would say, offered very thoughtful suggestions to name our school after some national figures, some that highlight local figures, some that highlight local geography, others that espouse values like unity, diversity, hope, or freedom. We also received many nominations in Spanish, which I love to see. And as I said, we'll be directly contacting everyone who submitted a nomination to both thank them for participating and also to invite them to attend the town hall meeting on October 1st, where they can provide additional context for why they submitted the name they submitted. Our next project is Illinois Park, which, as you know, will be converted from an early childhood center to an elementary school. This both allows us to move more pre-K sections into our elementary schools across U-46. It also provides us much needed capacity in the K through 5 grade levels, as we will be closing 2 of our oldest elementary schools, Lowry and Washington, on the west side of Elgin. This rendering is from the northeast, looking back at the new multipurpose room, which will be located in the small addition that's being planned to provide a more appropriate type of space for our elementary age students. And then this is a view from inside that multipurpose room. Note the large windows, the introduction of color and other design elements both on the floor and in the ceiling. We feel like this is going to be a really welcoming space that our students and our staff are going to love. And then we also felt it was important to share some of the details of the site work that is being planned at Illinois Park. So our partners at HLR are leading this work. We had a very good meeting with the City of Elgin recently to slightly adjust our plan to fully meet some of their requirements. But the few points that I wanted to call out here, and they're numbered with the 1, 2, and 3 red circles there. The first one is to line up our access drive to the east to line up with Weston Avenue, which approaches from the south. The city felt like this was important to reduce the congestion around potential left turns going in both directions around this area. Traffic around Illinois Park has always been a challenge, so anything that we can do to help reduce that. So that drive will be adjusted such that it'll be more of a straight shot lined up with Weston Avenue from the south. Then this drive will continue around the back of the building, kind of down the hill, and around the back of the building, kind of marked with the 2 near where the playground is currently. This becomes an extended drop-off and pickup area for parents, capable of holding up to 60 vehicles, and is really an important component of our plan to get waiting cars off of Wing Street. And then finally, the bus drop-off and the staff parking areas in front of the building will now be a single combined area that will be accessible only from the west end of the property aligned with McLean Boulevard. So the current access drive marked with the 3 will go away, and there will just now be the 2 access drives at the far east and the far west side of our property. So we're confident that these changes will help to resolve really what have been some long-standing vehicular access issues with the site, given its challenging location at the intersection of these 2 busy roads in Elgin. Our next update is for the new middle school in Elgin that will be built on the former David C. Cook site on North Grove Avenue in Elgin. Here we're providing a first look at some of the renderings of the current design based on concepts that will be part of our first submittal to the City of Elgin. The team at DLA has done a really nice job of designing a modern elementary school with large open spaces, plenty of windows to provide natural light, but also introducing materials, colors, and other design elements that honor the historical significance of the former D.C. Cook property, as well as the surrounding homes in the neighborhood. As part of the project, we have been working closely with the Northeast Neighborhood Association of Elgin, or NENA. We met with their entire membership on August 7th at the Gail Borden Library. They had a great turnout. They said they had more people at that meeting than they'd had in quite some time. I would say at least 40 people probably. And while there is excitement about the project, we do have to acknowledge there are questions and concerns, especially around traffic and parking, particularly around arrival and dismissal time. So we shared with NENA leadership, and they actually have been great collaborative partners, and we expect it to continue to be that way, that we would like to come back with the results of a recently completed traffic study that we will also be sharing with the City of Elgin as part of our initial submission. We're working to schedule that meeting now, but we expect it will happen in the next few weeks. We are committed to keeping this group informed throughout the process and ensuring that U-46 is a good neighbor in this unique and historic neighborhood in Elgin. We will have more detailed updates on this project in the coming weeks as we work to submit preliminary documents to the City of Elgin to start the zoning and permitting process. The first major phase of construction will be to demolish the current building, but we don't anticipate that this would happen until at least next spring. But as I said, we'll continue to provide regular updates on this exciting project in the coming weeks. And then finally, our last update is not a project that was funded from Unite U-46, our referendum bonds per se, but it's an important one nonetheless. So as we previously shared, we are working to build a new athletic complex at Larkin High School. The plan calls for a turf field with a surrounding track, seating for over 2,000 spectators, and an adjacent building with locker rooms, concessions, and restrooms, an outdoor picnic area, as well as updated lighting, sound system, and scoreboard. Larkin High School has long been the only U-46 high school without its own stadium, so we're excited to bring this well-deserved opportunity to our students and the Larkin High School community. On September 8th, the same night as our last board meeting, the City of Elgin's Planning and Zoning Commission voted to recommend approval of the project to its full city council. City staff had also issued a report recommending approval of the project, along with code variances that we'll need for the building, scoreboard, and fencing that will be part of the project. Another noted concern is parking and traffic for potential rivalry games or other events with high attendance. So as part of our submission, the district did provide a plan to provide satellite parking at neighboring schools with shuttle service if it was needed for these special events. However, we're confident that for a typical varsity football game, we would have enough parking on site. The project will likely be scheduled for City Council consideration at their meeting on Wednesday, October 8th. Our team will not present at this meeting, but we will be there in case there are any questions from the City Council. Then if all goes well, the final zoning approval would be scheduled for the City Council meeting on October 22nd, and then we would be able to schedule work shortly after to commence, so please stay tuned. And that concludes tonight's updates. Are there any questions?
Thank you for the presentation. Do board members have any questions? John?
So I don't have a question, so thank you for the presentation. And I just wanted to continue to thank our staff and our communities and our families. I know construction is very messy and it can be very frustrating, but I would say that the end result that we're looking for with our new schools and our updated schools and like just all of these projects is going to be just a big win for all of our communities. So just continue to say thank you and bear with us while we do all the construction over the next several years.
Thank you.
Anyone else? And I just want to add, I know some of us board members have been out now to Kenyon Woods and to Kimball in the last couple weeks, and just thank you to the staff and everybody at the schools and administration as you walk around the schools with us to show us what's happening. It's really important for us to get into those schools so that we know firsthand what the construction process is, what challenges are happening, what progress is being made. So thank you to everybody that's allowing for that to happen. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item.
Thank you, President Owens. Our next item this evening is the post-secondary success update. We have Michelle Chapman, Director of Post-Secondary Success, Micah Kennedy, Assistant Director of Early College and Career Pathways, Emelena Nanjelkovich, Assistant Director of Gifted, Accelerated, and Magnet Academies, as well as Beth McKinney, Coordinator of AVID, Apex, and Summer Connections, to present to the Board of Education with a post-secondary success update.
Good evening, Dr. Johnson and Board of Education members. My name is Michelle Chapman, and I'm excited to share the work of our Post-Secondary Success Department. Here are tonight's presenters, as Dr. Johnson mentioned, and here's the rest of them that are cheering us on from home. All The post-secondary team is very supportive of the updated U-46 strategic plan, especially goal number 4, ready to embrace a diverse and changing world. The statement in goal number 4, every student will develop skills and interests for successful post-secondary transitions through life, college, and/or career, is the mission of our department. The impact of our work reflects the strategic plan, as we want 100% of our students to graduate with a viable post-secondary plan and have an early college experience during their time in U-46. Those early college experiences include advanced placement, international baccalaureate, and dual credit classes, the state seal of biliteracy, industry-recognized credentials, internships, and college and career pathway endorsements. Our work with the counseling and post-secondary teams, AVID and Apex Credit Recovery, Freshman Seminar and Middle School Advisory, the Magnet Academies, Gifted Programs and Accelerated Placement, Educational Pathways and Early College Experiences, and Summer Programming are intertwined with the U-46 Strategic Plan. Goal number 2, Safety and Sense of Belonging. Goal number 3, Academic Growth and Mastery. And again, goal number 4, which we're most excited about, ready to embrace a diverse and changing world.
Good evening. I am Micah Kennedy, Assistant Director of Post-Secondary Success, overseeing early college programming and career pathways. I'm going to start tonight by talking about the post-secondary and career expectations, or the PACE framework. This is a framework that identifies activities that are completed by our middle school and high school students to help them prepare for their post-secondary adventures. Rather, this is enrollment, enlistment, or employment. You've probably heard about the PACE framework already because it's been integrated into many of the new curricula that have come forward for your review. Activities for PACE are embedded into English classes, social studies, PE and health, through counselor activities, post-secondary teams, AVID, middle school advisory, and freshman seminar curriculum. Moving forward, we are excited to expand our college and career pathway endorsements, or our CCPE, opportunities for our students this year. Again, to have a CCPE, students need to complete a sequence of coursework that includes 2 years or 4 semesters of coursework directly related to the course of study, 6 hours of early college coursework, be college ready in math and English, participate in various career experiences, and complete an intensive 60-hour internship experience. Currently, we have approved CCPEs in precision manufacturing and certified nursing assistant, and we are actively working towards approval in engineering and healthcare science, utilizing our Project Lead the Way curriculum, welding, and our newly created fire science partnership with Elgin Community College. In school year 23-24, we had 1 conditionally approved plan in our certified nursing assistant program, and we had 22 students who were able to earn that endorsement. Last year, we had 43 students earn endorsements. All of those were also in the Certified Nursing Assistant program. We look forward to creating more opportunities for our students to earn these certifications. For school year 26-27, we're also going to be adding multiple new dual credit courses. These include another partnership with ECC for criminal justice, which will be very similar in nature to our fire science program. We'll also be modifying the dual credit in our automotive courses. ECC has changed the courses aligned to their automotive degree program, and these options align better with that program and also with our curriculum. We'll also be adding dual credit to our academies, as well with introduction to videography in the Beacon Academy and introduction to business in the Lead Academy. On this slide, you can see the enrollment for our full-time dual credit program with ECC. We've had over 150 students earn an associate's degree since this program's inception, and we're excited to continue this partnership and continue to see an increase in the number of students earning an associate's degree. And on my final slide here, you can see that we continue to grow our dual credit program. Even with changes made to programs of study at ECC and additional prerequisites being added, we have been able to grow this number every year, and we have, on average, 79% of our students earning a C or better in these courses.
Hello, my name is Beth McKinney, and I'll be speaking about our AVID program. The AVID elective helps students expand their vision for their future and is one way we are meeting the equity commitment of the Strategic Plan Goal 4. providing every student with quality experiences and supports to identify their passions and pursue success at the next level. This year, there are 1,795 students who are taking the AVID elective. Those AVID students explore college and career options as part of their curriculum and visit 1 or 2 college or universities each school year. Last year, middle school students taking the AVID elective visited a total of 24 different post-secondary institutions, including highly selective schools such as Northwestern University, Notre Dame, Purdue, and the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Other highlights this last year include the pilot of an AVID elective at the Dream Academy, the utilization of AVID practices and strategies in the revised curriculum for the freshman seminar, and we are also excited to share that 2 of our high school AVID teachers have been selected to present at AVID's national conference this December. The title of their presentation is AVID Student Leadership Summit, Amplifying Student Voice, Strengthening Student Agency. Turn my paper. There we go. We are also proud to share that 6 of our U-46 AVID students were selected to participate in the AVID Chicago Summer Institute as student leaders. As leaders, they visited the classrooms where adults were learning and talked with them about what they have learned through their AVID classwork. I also wanted to share with you a small change we are making in our online credit recovery program. Our current program, Apex, is updating to courseware. Courseware offers a larger catalog of online courses as well as customizable options. Students and teachers will be using courseware for the first time in High School Summer School 2026. We're excited for the opportunity to explore additional digital course content for our students and to use this new technology.
Good evening, Milana Nedeljković, Assistant Director, overseeing all of Gifted, Accelerated, and Magnet programs. As a continued reminder, we're gradually raising the GPA requirements over the course of 3 years. We're in year 2. For the 25-26 school year, the minimum GPA requirement is 2.5. 7th grade students will need to meet the GPA to apply as 8th graders. For the 8th grade students who have already been accepted, it is going to be important to maintain or ideally improve their GPA through 8th grade in order to secure their seat. In addition to the GPA changes, we've also updated our application requirements. We have removed the 2 letters of recommendation. For preferences, student and project access continue to receive automatic acceptance if they meet minimum qualifications, and siblings were removed from this category. We also strengthened priorities to allow students to earn additional entrance into the lottery. Factors include geographic location, program participation, free or reduced lunch, as well as 2 new recognitions which were created based on the feedback from the families and students. Students earning a 3.7 GPA or higher in 7th grade, and students with 95% or higher attendance also in 7th grade. This allows us to recognize academic effort and strong attendance while still maintaining a fair lottery process. Turning to the IB program at Elgin High School, we had 13 seniors participate in the IB diploma program last year, with 12 successfully earning the full diploma. That's a remarkable success rate and reflects the hard work of our students and staff. And then looking more closely at exam performance, our students achieved strong results across multiple subjects such as English literature, French, Spanish, politics, and physics.
We had another successful summer with our students. We had record attendance at our summer high school with over 1,000 students each semester. We successfully implemented an online registration for our ESY families. Students had fun and attended their Brothers Rise Up and I Am Lead programs at Ellis. And all of our transitioning students prepared to enter their new schools through Kinder Camp, Middle School Experience, Freshman Connection, and College Jumpstart. In partnership with the Alignment Collaboration for Education, we had 124 students participate in summer internships this year. Our largest summer graduating class participated in graduation this year. We had 153 graduates, which is amazing. The Post-Secondary Success Department is looking forward to continuing to offer programs and experiences for our students. And we want to make sure you save the date for next year's summer school. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the presentation. Do board members have any questions? Dawn?
Thank you for the presentation. So the Academy IB program, slide 24, some of those percent of passings are phenomenal. So for the couple of courses where they're significantly lower, are we offering different supports to the staff moving forward? I know this is all very new, right? These classes are new, being taught this way is different. So have we looked at the courses where less students pass to see if there's additional supports we can provide?
Absolutely. So it is my mission, right, to always be in schools. So I meet with the administrators frequently, and we've really been working on how to get teachers involved in frequent meetings to get that feedback and to also kind of look into like what we can do differently. We are also looking at professional development as administrators, but also for our staff, so we can continue to support them in the way that meets their needs.
Thank you. Sue?
And to follow up on that, the IB test in each one of these subject areas, it's not developed locally, it's a national test given the same throughout the country.
It's actual international.
International,
Yes.
okay.
Thank you very much. Our kids did very well. If they do a 4 or better, that's when they get credit in college.
Okay, great, thank you.
Any other questions? All right, thank you. Okay, the next item on the agenda is comments from the audience.
And this evening, we do have one public comment.
Opening the public comment portion of the Board of Education meeting. Those who completed a request to speak card will be called to provide comments in the order in which the cards were received. Online participants have been provided meeting access via Zoom. Written comments emailed to board@u-46.org have been posted to the agenda for public viewing. To ensure that all comments are heard, speakers must comply with the following procedures. Individual comments are less than 3 minutes, and comments may not mention the name or personal information of any student other than the speaker's own child. Please note that while board members listen to speakers, they do not respond to comments or answer questions. Thank you. Buenas noches. Damos inicio a la sección de comentarios públicos de la reunión de la Junta Educativa. A los asistentes que completaron un formulario de solicitud para hacer un comentario se les llamará por orden de llegada. A los participantes en línea se les proporciona acceso a la reunión a través de Zoom. Los comentarios enviados por correo electrónico a board@u-46.org se han publicado en la agenda de la Junta. Para que todos los comentarios sean escuchados, los oradores deben de cumplir con los siguientes procedimientos. Los comentarios individuales deben de durar menos de 3 minutos y los comentarios no pueden mencionar el nombre ni la información personal de ningún estudiante que no sea el de su hijo. Los miembros de la Junta escuchan a los oradores, pero no responden a los comentarios ni a las preguntas. Si necesita interpretación, por favor indíquelo antes de hacer su comentario público. Gracias.
Our speaker this evening is Jose Perez.
Hello. I should get a punch card for speaking. Maybe at number 5 I can get a free pizza. Hello, everyone. As you can tell, I'm in great spirits. I am here as an individual not only to recognize our amazing DUIA leadership, but to also commend School District U-46 for being on the right side of labor and bargaining a just contract that has been very long overdue. Not only am I proud to say that I am a U-46 employee and alumni, but I'm also proud to stand alongside colleagues and district leaders who are committed to advancing equity, opportunity, and respect for every student and every educator. I am deeply grateful for the collaborative spirit that DUIA and U-46 have shown throughout this process, and I look forward to the continuing important work of uplifting our schools and strengthening our shared mission of ensuring that all children and staff in U-46 thrive. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, the next item on our agenda is other business board member and superintendent update. Do board members have any updates to share? Dr. Johnson?
I do have an update. So in perfect timing with our post-secondary update, it is Explore time of year. So I want to highlight the exciting Explore event that takes place next week. Wednesday evening is actually the Explore Family Night at the Now Arena. So an opportunity from 6 to 7:30 to have our middle school families come out, check out all that Explore has to offer, our pathways, see our magnet schools, talk to U-46 students and U-46 team members, and of course our collaboration with the Alignment Collaborative for Education and so many of our community partners who supported internships and support externships and career opportunities. They will all be there as well next week, so such a great opportunity Wednesday night for the families to come out. And then on Thursday, we have the actual Explore event where we have all of our middle school students have this opportunity. So I want to certainly just showcase that, celebrate the work. This has been an ongoing effort in U-46. I have a tremendous thank you to our Board of Education for your ongoing support, as seen tonight through Goal 4 of our strategic plan, to really lead this work. I cannot say thank you enough to our team members that take this effort on every single year, through their curriculum, through their leadership, supporting our students, supporting our teachers, administrators from all of our schools to be there. Our operations team, this is really a tremendous effort across the district because we want all middle schoolers to be there, and that means everybody has a hand in making this happen, from transportation, communication, certainly our classroom assistants, our teachers, our secretaries, safety and security, you name it, everybody turns out to make this opportunity for our students. So I look forward to learning with our students, to celebrating our programs, and a huge thank you to our partners from the vast 90 square miles that U-46 covers and some even beyond that for making this possible for our students. Thank you so much, and thank you for your ongoing commitment to our post-secondary efforts in School District U-46.
Thank you. Okay, the next item on the agenda is consent agenda.
Thank you, President Owens. Tonight, under consent agenda, we have personnel report and workers' compensation cases, minutes of board meetings, termination of Guadalupe D. Inguaje Cardenas, food service technician, termination of Marilena C. Schold, food service technician, termination of Charles N. Smith, assistant principal, middle school, resolution for the disposal of surplus personal property, dust collector, resolution for the disposal of surplus personal property, damaged furniture, bid procurement Kimball Middle School furniture, proposal Office of Schools Upstate 8 Athletic Conference dues, proposal operations construction management services, contract renewal, plant operations, video and access control maintenance agreement. Contract, Office of Schools, Athletics, Huddle All School Package, and Occupancy Permit 1, Elgin High School Pavement Reconstruction of Parking Lot Permit number 31-1588.
Are there any items that board members would like removed from the consent agenda? Okay, hearing none, may I have a motion to approve the consent agenda as read into the agenda?
So moved. Second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Kerr?
Yes.
Ms. Khan? Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Ms. Schwartz?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
President Owens?
Yes.
Motion carried.
The next item is discussion action. Dr. Johnson?
Our first item, itemized bills, September 22nd, 2025. Robin Corneliuson, Executive Director of Financial Services, will respond to questions from the Board of Education regarding the attached bills. Administration recommends the Board of Education approve the list of bills in the amount of $34,164,811.25.
May I have a motion to approve the list of bills in the amount of $34,164,811.25?
So moved.
Second?
Any questions? Roll call, please.
Ms. Kerr?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Ms. Schwartz?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
President Owens?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Our next item, middle school elective, 6th grade Spanish language arts curriculum and resource proposal. Coming forward, Celia Banks, Director of Curriculum and Instruction, and I do see Mario Pestana, Coordinator of Multilingual, Multicultural Education. Also, you can't hide, Mario. When you're here, we're going to call you out and honor the work that you are contributing. So thank you. They are here for questions relating to the 6th grade Spanish language arts curriculum and resource proposal. Administration recommends approval of the 6th grade Spanish language arts curriculum proposal in the amount of $57,044.61 and requests authorization for district administration to execute related documents. This expenditure will be charged to the Education Fund. The cost is included in the budget for the 2025-2026 fiscal year.
May I have a motion to approve the 6th grade Spanish language arts curriculum proposal in the amount of $57,044.61 and give authorization for district administration to execute related documents?
So moved.
Second?
Any questions for our panelists? Okay, roll call, please.
Ms. Kerr?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Ms. Schwartz?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
President Owens?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next item, middle school elective career and technical education, business, culinary arts, and healthcare science curriculum proposals. Celia Banks continues to be available to respond to questions. Administration recommends approval of the career technical education, business, culinary arts, and healthcare science curriculum proposal in the total amount of $320,772.45 and requests authorization for district administration to execute related documents. This expenditure will be charged to the Education Fund. The cost is included in the budget for the 2025-2026 fiscal year.
May I have a motion to approve the career and technical education, business, culinary arts, and healthcare science curriculum proposal in the total amount of $320,772.45 and grant authorization for district administration to execute related documents?
So moved?
Second.
Any questions for the panel? Roll call, please.
Ms. Kerr?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Ms. Schwartz?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
President Owens?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Our next item, middle school elective fine arts, art, choir, dance, and theater curriculum proposals. Celia Banks is still available to respond to questions, and administration recommends approval of the fine arts, art, choir, dance, and theater curriculum proposal in the amount of $316,117.44. Requests authorization for district administration to execute related documents. This expenditure will be charged to the Education Fund. The cost is included in the budget for the 2025-2026 fiscal year.
May I have a motion to approve the fine arts, art, choir, dance, and theater curriculum proposal in the amount of $315,117.44 and grant authorization for district administration to execute related documents?
So moved?
Second.
I'm going to amend my motion and read it again because I read the wrong dollar amount. So, may I have a motion to approve the fine arts, art, choir, dance, and theater curriculum proposal in the amount of $316,117.44 and grant authorization for district administration to execute related documents?
So moved.
Second.
Do we have questions for Ms. Banks? Roll call, please.
Ms. Kerr?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Ms. Schwartz?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
President Owens?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next, we have middle school elective rotations, Explore Justice, Design, and Enterprise, and Explore Voices, Vision, and Vocation curriculum proposals. Administration recommends approval of the rotations, Explore Justice, Design, and Enterprise electives curriculum proposal in the amount of $286,865.95 and requests authorization for district administration to execute related documents. This expenditure will be charged to the Education Fund. The cost is included in the budget for the 2025-2026 fiscal year.
May I have a motion to approve the Rotations Explore Justice Design and Enterprise Elective Curriculum proposal in the amount of $286,865.95 and grant authorization for district administration to execute related documents?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions for Ms. Banks? Roll call, please.
Ms. Kerr?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Ms. Schwartz?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
President Owens?
Yes.
Motion carried.
And middle school elective, sixth grade AVID curriculum proposal. Administration recommends approval of the sixth grade AVID curriculum proposal and requests authorization for district administration to execute related documents. Beth McKinney has joined Celia Banks to address any questions. As the district pays for AVID subscriptions per building, there is no additional cost for sixth grade teachers and staff to access our existing AVID resources.
May I have approval for the sixth grade AVID curriculum proposal at no additional cost and grant authorization for district administration to execute related documents?
So moved.
Second?
Any questions for our panelists? Okay, roll call, please.
Ms. Kerr?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Ms. Schwartz?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
President Owens?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Our next item, resolution adopting school district's U-46 budget, July 1, 2025 to June 30th, 2026. Drs. Ann Williams, Dr. Kyle Van Schnazy, Deputy Superintendents of Operations, and Robin Corneliuson, Executive Director of Finance, are available for questions from the Board of Education. Administration recommends the Board of Education approve the resolution adopting the school district U-46 budget, July 1, 2025 to June 30th, 2026.
May I have a motion to approve the resolution adopting the school district U-46 budget from July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions for our panelists? I just want to thank you all for the work that I know the budget process is an extraordinary long and arduous amount of work. And thank you to the three of you and your entire team for putting it together and making revisions and then making revisions again. So thank you for the work that's been put into this.
Thank you.
Okay, roll call, please.
Ms. Kerr?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Ms. Schwartz?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
President Owens?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
Our next item is a resolution authorizing a transfer to school district U-46 of subdividers or developers' cash contribution in lieu of school sites and cash donation at time of occupancy permit. Dr. Ann Williams, Deputy Superintendent of Operations, is available for questions from the Board of Education. Administration recommends the Board of Education approve the resolution authorizing a transfer to school district U-46 of subdividers or developers' cash contribution in lieu of school sites and cash donation at time of occupancy permit.
May I have a motion to approve the resolution authorizing a transfer to school district U-46 of subdividers or developers' cash contribution in lieu of school sites and cash donation at time of occupancy permits?
So moved.
Second?
Any questions for Dr. Williams? Roll call, please.
Ms. Kerr?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Ms. Schwartz?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
President Owens?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
Our next item, I think we have a few people who are particularly interested in this item tonight. It's the approval of the DUIA tentative agreement. Tricia Olson, Chief Legal Officer, and Lala Majstorovic, Deputy Superintendent of Instruction, will present a proposed 2025-2029 tentative agreement with the District U-46 DUIA Association. Administration recommends the Board of Education approve the agreement. Board Policy 2:20, Powers and Duties of Board of Education Indemnification.
May I have a motion to approve the 2025 through 2029 tentative agreement with the District U-46 Educational Assistance, known as DUIA, as presented, and to authorize the President of the Board of Education and the Superintendent to sign the tentative agreement.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Again, I just want to thank administration for all the work that you've done on this contract. I want to thank DUIA for all of the work that you all have done to get us to this point. I know the contract negotiations also are very time consuming and very, it's a lot of work to get us to this point. So thank you for the efforts for all of you to get us to this point. We'll take a vote.
Ms. Kerr?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Ms. Schwartz?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
President Owens?
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you very much.
Okay, our next item, contract specialized student services, speech and language therapy services. Amanda Leatherby, Director of Specialized Student Services, and Melissa Robeson, get that correct? I know I have these flashbacks every once in a while, and I want to make sure I have everything correct, so I appreciate it. Melissa and I have worked together for a long time, and it's great to have you back in U-46. Are here to present the attached proposal and respond to questions from the Board of Education. Administration recommends approval of the contract with a list of agencies and independent contractors below not to exceed the amount of $3,084,840 and requests authorization for district administration to execute related documents. I'm going to read each one of these providers. Bilingual Speech Solutions, $299,232. Communicate Therapy LLC, $138,600. Cheryl Lipke Holka, $108,240. Quantame Speech and Language Services LLC, $135,960. Epic Special Education Staffing, $252,120. Catherine Burgess, KB Bilingual Services, $151,800. Maria T. Rodriguez, $132,000. Solient Health LLC, $545,160. The Stepping Stones Group LLC, $739,200. Tanama Speech and Language LLC, $151,800. Therapy Care, $108,240. Emergis, $128,700. 360 Therapy, $86,580. Parallel Learning, $27,648. And Sage Connections LLC, $79,560.
May I have a motion?
Hold on, we've got a mistake.
I'm sorry.
No, but that was a previous one.
Oh,
We'll
from
finish
middle
this
school.
one, middle school.
Okay. This expenditure will be charged to the education fund. The cost is included in the budget for the 2025-2026 fiscal year.
Okay, may I have a motion to approve the list, approval of the contract with the list of agencies and independent contractors as read into the record, not to exceed the amount of $3,084,840 and grant authorization for district administration to execute related documents.
So moved. Second.
Any questions for our panelists? Okay, roll call, please.
Ms. Kerr?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Ms. Schwartz?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
President Owens?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Can we just ask? Yeah. Ms. Kerr, We've identified potentially an error with item 14E, so I'm just asking Ms. Kerr to
Sure.
give us her explanation here as to what she
Sure,
believes we made an error
The
with.
recommendation read into the record references the first rotation, the Explore Justice Design and Enterprise elective. It doesn't reference the second one, Explore Voices, Vision, and Vocation, but I believe the total amount is for both of them. Does that make sense?
Mhm. So we didn't read the second half about Explore Voices, Vision, and Vocation.
Right.
And
But the total amount is for both.
That's what the quick add I did in my
Yeah.
head, it was, yeah.
So this is 14E.
It's 14E, so the title, when I read it, Middle School Elective Rotations, Explore Justice, Design, and Enterprise, and Explore Voices, Vision, and Vocation Curriculum Proposals, was actually included in the title. But when I got down then to administration recommends approval of the rotation, it seems as though we only included the first half in that statement. Explore Justice, Design, Enterprise, Electives, Curriculum Proposal. Is that
That's
accurate?
right, that's right. And I don't know if that's important or not, whether we have to re-vote or.
So the board could do multiple things here. If the board wishes to ratify its vote and clarify the decision, or the wording rather, to include both the Explore Justice Design Enterprise curriculum and the Explore Voices, Vision, and Vocation curriculum, we could amend the agenda to do that today. It would take a vote of the board to amend the agenda, include a new item, a ratification of the previous decision for 14E. Alternatively, the board could choose to do that at a future meeting if the board wishes to ratify at a future meeting.
I think we could get it done today. That's, yes. And I
second
apologize for making this problem.
No, thank you for catching it.
So, Ms. Olson, what do we need to do?
Yeah.
So we'll have a motion to amend the agenda. Would you want me to do this? Yeah. If, with the board president's agreement, if I could please have a motion to amend the agenda to include an item to ratify the language on vote 14E for middle school electives.
So moved. Second.
Second.
And the second was from Ms. Kerr. Thank you. And I will conduct a roll call. Ms. Kerr?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Ms. Schwartz?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
President Owens?
Yes.
Okay, motion carried. And now if I could please have a motion, or I could please ask that we reread item 14E in its entirety, including the Explore Voices, Vision, Vocation curriculum, and that we call for a motion to ratify the vote.
So I'm going to make a motion to state the entire, the curriculum in its entirety, correct?
Yes, we'll read this plus
And then
this.
that. Okay, so may I have a motion for the approval of the rotations for Explore Justice, Design, and Enterprise Electives Curriculum Proposal and the Explore Voices, Vision, and Vocation Curriculum and Resources Proposal in the amount of $286,865.95 and grant authorization for district administration to execute related documents.
So moved. Second.
Any questions on that? Okay, roll call, please.
Ms. Kerr?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Ms. Schwartz?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
President Owens?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Kerr, for catching that.
Thank you all.
Okay, so that brings us now to work session, Dr. Johnson.
Our first item, proposal, school safety, Central Schools Dream Academy radio replacements. Richard Bosch, Director of School Safety, and Kevin McKenzie, Security Operations Manager, will present the attached proposal summary and respond to questions from the Board of Education. Administration recommends approval of the proposal from Alpha Prime Communications in the amount of $80,604.76 and requests authorization for district administration to execute related documents. This expenditure will be charged to the Department of School Safety. The cost is included in the budget for the 2025-2026 fiscal year.
Do board members have any questions? Thank you.
Next item, a proposal, specialized student services, purchase of student iPads. Amanda Leatherby, Director of Specialized Student Services, and Melissa Robeson, Assistant Director of Specialized Student Services Operations, will present the attached proposal summary and respond to questions from the Board of Education. Administration recommends approval of the proposal from Apple Education in the amount of $125,150 and requests authorization for district administration to execute related documents. This expenditure will be charged to the Education Fund. The cost is included in the budget for the 2025-2026 fiscal year.
Do board members have any questions? Thank you.
Next is a proposal, transportation, student transportation routing software upgrade. Sheila Downs, Assistant Superintendent of Operations, and Marcy Murphy, Director of Transportation, will present the attached proposal summary and respond to questions from the Board of Education. Administration recommends approval of the proposal from Tyler Technologies in the amount of $939,696 and requests authorization for district administration to execute related documents. This expenditure will be charged to the Operations Fund. The cost is included in the budget for the 2025-2026 fiscal year.
Do board members have any questions? Sue?
Just one question. I know this is the same company that we have been using. Do they foresee any difficulties going from this older system to this newer one?
No, only improvements.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it should be pretty
and they
smooth.
provide robust training and support during the transition. And so it should be as smooth as possible. Obviously, it is a huge integration, but we have a ton of support. And the rep actually flew in, so she came here just for today. And so they've already started supporting us.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Any other questions, Shonda?
I don't have a question, I just have a comment. I'm very excited about this. Where I live, I see a lot of U-46 buses, and the onboard GPS tablets are gonna be great to not see bus drivers holding stacks of paper trying to figure out their route. And then as a parent using the app, I'm very excited to see the improvement, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay, thank you.
Awesome, thank you.
That moves us to work session contracts over 35,000.
Our first item, contract renewal, curriculum and instruction, career and technical education, project Lead the Way, PLTW participation fee. Celia Banks, Director of Curriculum and Instructions, and Doreen Roberts, Coordinator of Career and Technical Education, will present the attached proposal and respond to questions from the Board of Education. Administration recommends approval of the contract renewal with Project Lead the Way in the amount of $35,550 and requests authorization for district administration to execute related documents. This expenditure will be charged to the Education Fund. The cost is included in the budget for the 2025-2026 fiscal year.
Do board members have any questions? Okay, thank you.
Next item, contract renewal, plant operations, Streamwood Park District intergovernmental agreement. Sheila Downs, Assistant Superintendent of Operations, and Ashley McKinney, Assistant Director of Plant Operations, will present the attached proposal and respond to questions from the Board of Education. Administration recommends approval of the contract renewal with the Streamwood Park District and requests authorization for district administration to execute related documents.
Do board members have any questions? Thank you.
Thank you. Our next item, contract, equity and innovation, historically black college and universities, HBCUs tour. Dr. Latrice Satterwhite, Assistant Superintendent of Equity and Innovation, will present the attached proposal and respond to questions from the Board of Education. Administration recommends approval of the contract with World Strides in the amount of $79,800 and requests authorization for district administration to execute related documents. This expenditure will be charged to the education fund. The cost is included in the budget for the 2025-2026 fiscal year.
Do board members have any questions? Kate?
I don't actually have a question, but I'm looking at the tours that you get in New Orleans, and they look really, really awesome. So come back with your stories, if nothing else. They look pretty cool.
Anyone else? Next item?
Our next item, Contract Equity and Innovation Hispanic Serving Institutions, HSI's Student Tour. Dr. Satterwhite continues to be available to present the attached proposal and respond to questions from the Board of Education. Administration recommends approval of the contract with World Strides in the amount of $91,800 and requests authorization for district administration to execute related documents. This expenditure will be charged to the education fund. The cost is included in the budget for the 2025-2026 fiscal year.
Do board members have any questions? Thank you. That is the last item on our agenda. I will take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Kerr?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Ms. Schwartz?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
President Owens?
Yes.
We are adjourned at 8:20 p.m.
Thank you, everyone.